I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today, coming, supporting your candidates and your local organizations that they've chosen to represent. I'm Jen Luck with the Burney Chamber of Commerce, and I would like to introduce, where is he? Alex Colvin and Linda Colvin. They are heading up the mayor's race this year, and by the number of candidates that we have running this year, I think they're doing a pretty awesome job, so let's give them a hand. Thank you. The Honorary Mayor's Race is a fundraising event. Each of the candidates has chosen a charity or organization to represent. It's a great opportunity for them to advertise for that organization and raise funds they would otherwise not have available to them. 50% of everything that they collect will go to their organization of choice. The other 50% will go to the Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce is also a nonprofit organization, and what we do up there is we try to promote bringing outsiders and visitors to our community to help our economy and support our local businesses. So make sure you shop local, guys. It's a big thing. The winner of the Honorary Mayor's Race will be announced at the Ice Cream Social, which will take place on Thursday, June 29th at a Kid Fit event, and there will be free ice cream to everybody who chooses to participate in that. Before I turn the floor over to introduce all of these wonderful candidates and let them speak about their organization, I want to do a plug for the Ham Run. The Chamber of Commerce also sponsors a Ham Run that takes place on Saturday, May 6th at Burney Falls State Park. And there is a 4-mile run for the more competitive runners and a 2-mile run, which is the Ham Run. Predict your time to complete the course, and the 10 closest to meet their time will receive a ham to take home. So it's a great event. It's a lot of fun. You can come to the park and run, and then afterwards stay at the park and hit the trails and check out the falls and so on and so forth. Outside of that, I would like to thank Cindy Dodds for being here from the Community Center, and the Citizens Patrol is here supporting their candidate as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with Ralph because he needs to go back to work. There's a run on cigarettes. And if you would
it's more hectic.
Introduce yourself, introduce the organization that you're running for, tell a little bit about your organization.
I'm Ralph Freitas. I do work at USA Gas Station. I am the new assistant manager there now. My organization is Make-A-Wish Foundation for Shasta County. I've always, every time they have their charity fund at the Mount Shasta Mall every year, I try to go down there and do shopping, and then whatever's left out of my wallet I give to them. Well, Dusty, that used to work at Hovis, ran for honorary mayor, and he inspired me. And when I saw this was going on at the same time as the charity was running, that inspired me even more. And it pleases me that all you are donating to all of our charities. And I did find out that whatever I do make for this charity will stay in Shasta County. And my platform is to restore and do whatever we can to our parks to make them safer, cleaner, and that's, I know I don't have, if I were to win, I know I don't have no say-so, no power, but I do have a voice. And I am trying to get more people encouraged to do volunteering because we are aging out our volunteers. And I've actually had a couple people come to my store and tell me that they want to volunteer, and they need to get a hold of Jill or Jen. Where'd you go? Anyway, I will be as loud as I possibly can. I mean, not really loud, but you know me, Ralph Mouth. And that's it.
Shailene?
Well, I prepared a little speech. 105 years ago, our very own Cindy Dodds brought forth to this town a new center, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all children and families are created equal. it is half a score that I have been able to be a fearless warrior to that great center known as Tri-County Community Network. Now we are engaged in a great war against crime. Our town, or any town so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure this crime rate that's happening. It is altogether fitting and proper that we can do this. We can stop the crime. The world will little note nor little remember what we say, but it can never forget what we do. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that you, our honored families, we take increased devotion to this cause for which our honored past Burneyites gave their last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolved to remove the crimes being committed in our town and surrounding areas. That this town, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish and shall not perish or have any more personal property taken or damaged. I stand here in front of my friends and family, and I'm asking you to make that small $1 donation to all of our charities. It's all going to a great cause to stop the crime. Thank you.
Bravo.
And you're running for the community center, correct?
I am running for a Tri-County Community Network. We are going to give back to the community in some way, shape, or form. We help children and families every day, all day. If you are looking for a job, if you're looking for housing, if you're looking for food, anything that you may need or you know somebody that needs, send them our way. We will try to help them out the best way we can.
Wonderful. Thank you. Mary, would you like to jump on board?
Hi, my name is Mary Frances Unterreiner. I am working with St. Vincent de Paul through St. Francis Church, my patron saint. And they collect monies to help at least three different food possible help banks in the Burney area, the Pitt River Food Distribution, the Circle of Friends, and the Golden Umbrella. And if someone needs food in the Burney area, all they have to do is call the St. Francis Church. There are no questions asked. It just gives out to anyone at any time. And possible assistance is also for other things besides food. Thank you for your donation, and you'll see me around walking. My delegate process is one-on-one with my purse, somewhat like Mother Teresa, but I'm not as poor as Mother Teresa. But thank goodness we live in an Intermountain area and we're not that poor, but we do have hungry and needless people in our community. And I only wish to help our community and the Intermountain area in all cities around us. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jill Doherty and I work at Tri-Counties Bank, and this year I chose to represent the Burney Citizens Patrol. They are a non-profit, all donation based, and like Shailene said, we do have a lot of crime here. And is there 6 members?
8.
8, okay. So they are seeking volunteers if anybody is interested. They do house checks. They drive around. They're the eyes and ears that our sheriff department, they can't see, and so these guys drive around on their own time, donation based, all the gasoline, the parts for the vehicle, it's all from donations. And so their truck is about, they've had it 11 years, I believe, 11, 12 years.
17 years old.
Okay, and they have to baby it because, you know, they don't have a lot of money. And I don't think a lot of people are aware that who they are, what they do. They do house checks when people are out of town. Just keep the neighborhoods, you know, if the sheriffs aren't around. So I chose to represent them, and thanks for showing up, everybody.
Jim. Tell us what you got to say.
I'm a member of the Burney Lions Club, and I am representing the Boy Scouts Troop 38, the Burney Boy Scouts. The Burney Boy Scouts represent the maturing as adults, as good citizens, giving to their communities, goal setting, all these things that they are learning. They're learning by giving to the community. Our Burney Boy Scouts has an Eagle Scout this year, and the last 2 years the Burney Boy Scouts have three Eagle Scouts. So in 3 years the Burney Boy Scouts have achieved 4 Eagle Scouts. And that's what the money is going to. It's all staying in the community. And as at my campaign promise, I'm going to put a race course around the town of Burney.
Instrumental in Burney Basin Days, helping out with the parade too. I do have a candidate who was not able to make it today. That's Dana Haig. She has asked me to speak on her behalf, so I'm going to read her speech for her. I haven't read it yet, so if I screw it up, give me a little leeway there. First off, I apologize for missing the event. It does not reflect my abilities as a candidate for Burney's mayor. I could not tell my daughter we couldn't continue with her birthday plans. Kids first, right? She's running for mayor in order to raise money for Burney 4-H. 4-H is a program that teaches our children to be productive, outstanding citizens. The children learn life skills useful to them for the rest of their lives. Did you know they learn public speaking, leadership, money management, record keeping, sewing, astronomy, baking, cooking, time management, and caring for others, and responsibility. Children in 4-H are honest, outstanding, and compassionate people. I hope to raise enough money to help all children participate in 4-H. Expenses are on the rise, and as you all know, and I don't want any child left behind. I want Burney to have an indoor-outdoor youth and community complex. It would have sports fields, meeting halls, and amphitheater with room for club meetings and events and space for 4-H projects with a park and fun center. Of course, it would have a fitness center. The second phase would include facilities for a major league ball team. Oh yeah. She's going for it. Please find 4-H donation cans at the Rex Club, Mount Burney Theater, and at Rising Sun Fit Club. You may also approach any 4-H member and ask them about their 4-H story and how it benefits them. They will also have information on how to donate. Thank you for supporting the children of our community. Dana Haig. For me?
Anna Denny.
Oh, Anna Denny? Yes, go ahead.
Okay. There is one more wonderful candidate who is running. All these candidates and all their charities, as you can see, are really great. And I think let's have one more hand for these great speakers and givers. Anna Denny from Anna's Country Kitchen. She was the very first candidate to declare. And when I asked her when we were first starting, right away she said, I want to run for Burney Sober Grad Night. Is there anybody here who really actually is informed about Burney Sober Grad Night?
I used to run it.
Okay.
My son was in high school. I did here, the Burney Sober Grad.
Can you, I know you're running against her, but can you explain briefly a little bit more? Because, you know, about how...
It's to raise money so the kids can have their program, so they're not out driving around after they graduate. They go, I'm not sure anymore, they used to go to the gym and stay in all night, and it's to raise money for that.
Yeah, so that we can, so kids can have a lot of fun on graduation night in a safe, enjoyable way. So that's Anna Denny. You all know her. She's got a wonderful heart, and I think her motto was something like she wants to make everybody in Burney happy, have a smile on everybody's face. And, so let's all make Burney great again. And Anna would be here, but she had till 2 o'clock to work at the restaurant, so that's the reason why she's not here right
Doesn't she write the schedule? Just kidding.
now. she's her own slave master.
Yeah, I write my
She
schedule
wrote the
too,
schedule.
Jen. You know how that is. I write my schedule too. You know how that is.
Well, folks, that pretty much rounds it up. Please feel free to fill the cans. All of it's going back to our community, all for good causes to support a bunch of wonderful organizations and a bunch of wonderful volunteers who make all of those organizations possible as well. So if anyone is interested in signing up for the ham run, I've got information over here. So thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's going to be a gorgeous day out.
Wave, really?
There you go. Wave, coming everybody.